Good morning, everyone. Welcome live here from our Zip Trip in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Our Zip Trip has taken us to the Great Smoky Mountains. I'm joined by Malachi Rogers, who's going to be co-hosting with me this morning. We've done lots of Zip Trips, but this one has taken us the farthest and some most beautiful, hospitable, and of course, Dollywood.
I was going to say, you buried the lead. It's Dollywood. We're in Dollywood. We're enjoying a fantastic morning. And they have just rolled out the red carpet for us from last night to this morning, and they have just been fantastic. And if your experience coming to Dollywood is anything, just a bit like ours, it's well worth the drive. It's well worth the time to come up here. It's a fantastic location. Of course, we were saying earlier that it kind of embodies, the people that we've met and we've talked to kind of embody the idea of what Dolly Parton stands for.
Everything that Dolly stands for is the love of the land, the love of the people, just sitting in a rocking chair and taking it all in.
It's fantastic.
It can be a pink rocking chair, right?
Exactly. And we've seen so much the last couple of days.
We've seen so much, and we just got here like yesterday afternoon. And we're staying at the Dreammore Resort, which is fantastic. Like, I mean,
it is.
Fire pits, s'mores, pools, indoor and outdoor.
And sprinkled about every so slightly are little mementos of Dolly Parton herself.
Yes, and one of those that as soon as I drove up to Dollywood yesterday and we were at the resort, I saw the video or this picture of the tour bus.
The tour bus,
right. I was like, I have to know more about that tour bus. So I went inside and said, can we learn more about the tour bus? She's like, oh, that's Dolly's actual tour bus that we used from 2008 to 2022.
They just retired it last year, which is absolutely amazing. And it has how many miles on it? How many thousand miles?
360,000 miles.
Absolutely.
Because Dolly apparently isn't a fan of flying. So she made these tour buses that were basically like her home on wheels. And could you believe inside of that bus?
So again, this is one of our great finds yesterday, going inside that tour bus, because it is as sparkly and as fantastic and as elaborate as you think Dolly Parton's area would be. But in a lot of ways, it was very homey and comforting. You know what I'm saying?
And she made all these custom touches. She was very involved in making the design, and she called it her gypsy wagon.
Right.
So looking at that video, you can see that it's like all the things that she really loves, like traveling, and it's kind of being here, being there.
And it's interesting, you see somebody like that, you think of a celebrity, a star, a mega star even, and to think that she's like, this is what comforts me. It's like, I like an area that's nice, it's roomy, I can lay out, I can sit, I can read, or whatever, and it's amazing.
And it has all the frills. Let's not
don't
mistake you guys. It's still very much Dolly.
It's still glamorous as Miss Parton, yes.
She has a case for her wig, she has a case for her Louboutins, she has that bedazzled guitar in there.
Yes.
And the cool thing about this, it is known as the 1986 suite, I think. You can rent this.
Yeah.
This is a room that you can rent at the resort.
And I think the really cool thing about it is, it's not just that you can rent it, it's you can rent it and what the money goes for.
It stays at the Dolly Foundation, which is fantastic. It is $10,000 with a 2-night minimum.
Right.
So it is a bunch of money, but all the things you get for that, and I was asking, one of the Dollywood workers yesterday, I was like, who stays here? What is the type of customer? And he said someone who's like a super fan of Dolly Parton and wants to be surrounded by all of these items. I asked him, I was like, do you take the Louboutins and the wigs and all that stuff out? And he says, absolutely not.
No.
Everything stays in there, and we tell them to use it as Dolly did for a lot of times. So.
But again, that's kind of the theme that goes through, and we're going to be talking to some of the folks from the amusement parks and the different attractions, but the whole idea is that this is a place that they want everyone to feel like family. Like the kids can enjoy it, the grown-ups can enjoy it, and if you're a fan of Dolly Parton, which I think most of the world is, it's a great place and a good kind of reminder of who she is and what she does.
Yes, and this park is outstanding. Of course, it's known for the rides, but it's also known for the food. And today we're going to give you a taste of all of that. We just ate some of the best barbecue I think I've ever had.
The barbecue is amazing. Sample. What you did not see, and we had it earlier on the morning show.
The pie.
The pie. When I say that it was the size of a wagon wheel, I'm not exaggerating.
You said
it's 25 pounds of apples that go into this pie, and the pie itself is about 6 inches thick.
Wow.
It's amazing. So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about some of the other attractions going on. The water attractions, of course. Dollywood Splash Mountain is amazing. Splash Country is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they have so many attractions here. And I think it's really amazing, the park that she's been able to build here. Of course, it was a park before.
Right.
And, the Hershin family, I think, is the ones that they partner with Dolly to have that stake in it. Dolly very much involved with how everything goes here. It gets about 3 million visitors every year.
Amazing. No, and a lot of those come from our area. So if you are watching us from the upstate or North Carolina, you probably have been to Dollywood or the Gatlinburg area. And this is a fantastic area because, again, it's not just Dollywood. It's Pigeon Forge. It's Sevierville.
The Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
Exactly, that you drive through to get here. And there's just so many great things to see in this part of the country. So it's a fantastic area, and this park fits right into that. And in fact, a lot of the attractions, they were saying that the attractions are built into the mountain. Like the water park, the water rides are built into the mountain. I mean,
it's just incredible. Like, I got one question for you, Malachi. Are you a roller coaster guy?
Used to be. I'm not a bad incident or anything like that, but I'm not a big fan of the dropping roller coasters anymore. The Big Bear roller coaster that it just kind of goes back and forth. I might ride that.
Okay.
I'll be interested in that.
But you know, those people that are like all about roller coasters, and they travel all over the world to do them, they come here because this is an award-winning park.
Well, okay, so I didn't know this. We were just talking earlier that the coaster enthusiasts, I can't remember the name of the club.
Yeah, they have a name.
They have a name, and they go across the country, and they were here like 2 weeks ago because of the rides that they have here at Dollywood. So if you're an adventure person and you want a place to go that's not too far from home, that you can get fairly quickly, not as expensive as some other parks.
Oh yeah.
This is a great place to be, and you can see all these roller coasters.
And I love the fact that even if you're not into roller coasters, you can just eat. Or if you're wanting to do water parks, you can just do the water parks. Or if you want to do roller coasters, you can do that. So it really is something for everyone. And the shows, too, we're not even touch the surface when it comes to entertainment. A lot of people that are in the theater scene in the upstate have worked at Dollywood in the summer times doing music. And so you can't have Dollywood without musical
Again, there's some great stories, great productions that are going on. One of the people that we got to interview was from the Pirate Show. We got to interview Blackbeard, so that was really cool. But the idea is the same. It's like there's something, and one of the things I asked him, you know, who's the show for? Because if you're talking pirates, you're talking explosions, you're talking fire, that might be a little intimidating or scary to kids, but they're like, no. Everything in this park is organized for the entire family. It's a table environment and a kitchen table environment, and what they mean by that is everybody that would sit at the kitchen table should be able to enjoy themselves at the park, from the little kids to the older adults. And I think that's fantastic. Yeah.
And this is what this park is all about. Yeah. We were hoping that Dolly would like propel from a helicopter for the zip trip.
We're still waiting. We're still holding out hope.
I think she may be traveling over in Europe, but the great thing about it is you can go and rent that tour bus if you want to. It comes with a private chef, a concierge, and a room inside the resort in case you want to have your family inside there as well.
And again, it ties in the whole idea of the Dolly Parton Foundation, what she does, how important she thinks education is, how important reading is. Her imagination library. Just these great things, and it's so great that we're talking about someone, that we get to talk about somebody who's doing really good work, not only for her community, but really for the entire world. Anybody that wants to be a part of, you know, learning to read or getting that initiative, with the idea being, and the great way she started is like she thinks that every kid should have their own books. Like, that's a simple idea, but that has wide-ranging effects.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to taste some of the food and see some of the entertainment that we have here. So thank you guys so much for joining us for our live zip trip here at Dollywood and Pigeon Forge.